Today we're talking about how forgiveness supercharges the law of attraction and how you can make it work in your life. We know that the law of attraction relies upon vibration. We are emitting vibrations, whether positive or negative, whether creative or destructive, all the time. And the law of attraction responds to that by bringing like to like. So when we are judging others, when we're not forgiving them, it causes a heavy vibration. We don't want that. There are many examples of people who have been able to forgive under circumstances that were almost impossible to believe. And today I have a fantastic example of that and how that transformed this individual's life and how that can work for you too. We've had to practice forgiveness in many areas, whether it's been from abusive parents, abusive relationships, friendships that have gone sour. We've also had the circumstances of where friends may have backstabbed us, or someone may have stolen from you as well. One of the most touching examples of forgiveness transforming an individual's life was described by Wayne Dyer during his interview with Abraham Hicks. He talked about growing up in foster homes and orphanages after his father left his mother with 4 boys, all under the age of 4. So Wayne grew up not knowing his father, and he had hate building up for his father in his heart, and it affected all the areas of his life. His father had also spent time in jail, and all these negative, judgmental feelings about his father affected Wayne throughout all the years until the age of 34. But before I go into the transformational experience that Wayne Dyer had, make sure and support this channel. It makes a huge difference. If you could like this video, subscribe while you're at it, and I'd love your thoughts about forgiveness and how it has affected your life and transformed your life as well. So when Wayne Dyer was 34 years old, he had been a regular drinker, hangovers like most people that are regular drinkers, and had been eaten up for those 34 years with anger over what his father did to him, did to his family. So at 34, he went to visit his dad's grave to defile it in a way that we won't speak about. And when he got there, sorrow overwhelmed him. Wayne had a very different experience than he was expecting overcome him. He broke down sobbing, and when he broke down sobbing, that weight of despair, all the judgment and sadness left him, and he was transformed by love. He felt forgiveness flood over him, forgiveness transforming him, and his whole life changed. After that day, he quit drinking, and his vibration changed. He felt uplifted, he felt lighter, and his writing took off. He wrote an international bestseller, which enabled him to leave his job that he was dissatisfied with, go off on his own, and book after book came out of him, one bestseller after the other. And the law of attraction worked for him, transforming his life, transforming his love. And you know, as most all of us do, what a great teacher Wayne Dyer became and a great example in our lives. Wayne learned, like all of us do, that when you forgive, you are transformed. You let go of judgment. You let go of the resistance that keeps you in a negative vibration. You allow love to come into you. You allow the people, the positive circumstances, the wealth and abundance you've been wanting to flood into your life because your positive vibration pulls those positive circumstances to you, and love becomes the dominant force in your life. Once you're in the vicinity of this source, the vicinity of love that forgiveness enables, whether you call it a high vibration, whether you call it your source, whether you call it God, whether you call it love, you experience this fantastic transformation. during the interview that Wayne Dyer had with Abraham Hicks, channeled by Esther Hicks, he asked about this experience, and Abraham explained that Wayne had actually chosen this man to be his father, to be able to realize the independence that he needed, the transformation that he needed to become the teacher that he became, to enable him to feel the sorrow, to feel the dejection, the separation, and then be lifted out of that, to realize the power of forgiveness, the dropping of judgment. And did he ever become a fantastic teacher? I got to see him in person myself in my 30s and thoroughly enjoyed the conversation he had with all of us, and his vibration was fantastic. His smile alone was beautiful to behold. So Abraham Hicks explained again to Wayne that he had gone through this to experience this transformation, that it happened at the gravesite, that he had then been able to feel the love that his father felt for him now that he was in the greater being in the afterlife, and it helped lift Wayne out of his sorrow. So to further experience the transforming power of forgiveness, check out my thriller called The Great Awakening, that is based on the forgiveness in A Course in Miracles and been endorsed by many Course in Miracles teachers and transformational leaders. In my thriller, gifted scientist Jack Bowman is wrongly convicted of murder and incarcerated. He loses everything that's near and dear to him in his life until he is forced to learn the power of forgiveness. Make sure and check out my thriller, The Great Awakening, in the description below and in the link at the end of this video.